What's a conspiracy theory you believe in?
That's how we gonna start off.
Yeah, we're gonna do it like that. I think that's an easy question though. That ain't nothing hard, I think.
Okay, I don't really have conspiracy. I really feel like other than the afterlife, I have a very big conspiracy about that.
Oh yeah, I'm listening. You were saying something about you ain't got no conspiracy theory?
I really don't. If you're talking about like conspiracies on relationships, no, I don't.
No, not on relationship, just on anything.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I feel like when we like a conspiracy that I have very big, like when we die, that we just like get put in the middle of the world type shit. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay, that's cool. Do you write love letters?
Yes, I do.
Okay, who you write them to?
Myself.
That's interesting. That's beautiful.
It's a more like a, let's say if I ever had to write to somebody, like I used to write to somebody like a long time ago, and like like when we was kids, the passing letters and stuff, I used to write love letters and stuff. So like till now, to this day, I'll write one to me just because it's a personal thing. But that, yeah, used to do that back then.
Okay. What's the hardest thing you ever had to admit to yourself?
The hardest thing I had to admit to myself?
Yes.
My toxic traits.
What is your toxic traits?
I don't know how to verbally communicate with people. Like, I'm a very physical person. Like, I'd rather walk away and, like, do some nut stuff instead of just sit there and contemplate on the situation and talk about it. I don't like to talk. I'm really rude about that. No. I had to really realize that.
Do you believe in therapy though? I believe in therapy because I just now have a therapist. And, I'm entering my first session. Like, do you feel like you need therapy or people should get therapy?
Therapy? I feel like it depends on your situation because not for nothing, I've recently lost my brother and I had lost my mom 5 years ago, and it's really hard for people to go to therapy like me. I used to go to therapy before they passed away, and they try to put me in therapy now, and it does not help me. Like, it's okay for people to go to therapy to talk about their feelings, but when it comes down to help, that takes a lot of time. You can't just jump into therapy and expect it to just like work instantly. That's not how it usually works.
I think maybe you just gotta find the right therapist. I think everybody need therapy. In my humble opinion, I think everybody can use therapy for the most part. But I mean, I'm sorry about your losses and everything, but I just think first you gotta do the self improvement too. It start with you too. But I think everybody can use a therapist, in my opinion. Like, everybody needs somebody to talk to, and I don't think people going to social media venting ain't the best way.
She took the car. She find the right person to talk to, because not every therapist can understand your situation or can help you get through it,
Right.
And it's not one of them. Trust and believe it is not one of them. You don't get anywhere trying to go on the internet and open up because nobody can literally understand you.
Yeah.
You as a person, nobody can understand you.
Right.
100%.
And then you get mad while like people in my business when you posting your business and sharing it for the whole world to see on Facebook and everywhere. How you think they got in your business? So I just don't get it. But yeah. I think it's therapeutic. I believe in theology and I believe in prayer and therapy. I think they both are quintessential.
I'm very big on praying lately. Like, I used to not be a very big prayer, but lately this last year has showed a lot. Like, a lot of people think praying doesn't help. It does. It is another coping mechanism for therapy. You just gotta find your own way to cope with your own stuff. Whatever helps you personally.
Yeah, that's fact. Do you believe a woman's vagina is just like a car, goes down in value as the number owners and miles on the clock go up?
Personally, me as a female, I don't know, because we have to look at it as us, like as a woman's perspective, we have to look at it as like it's vice versa. Like, let's say I have let's say I got 5 bodies and the next person I'm trying to mess with has 10. Like, we can't look at the values of our past, because at the end of the day, that's not what really makes you. Like, you know, that's not the reason why I got with that person because, oh, they have a lower count or I don't have to deal with the counts they had in the past. Like, that mileage will forever go up if you're their first or their last. Like, regardless, it wouldn't matter. To me, as a female, it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't like to look at things like that because, yeah, let's say I got more counts than you, my mileage is higher, but that doesn't conflict on our relationship. Like, a friendship or relationship, you know, doesn't really matter. Like, I don't know. That's kind of like you contemplating on somebody's past. You can't do that to them. Like, you can't bash them for things they couldn't control before you.
But yeah, I realize this though. The truth can never be disrespectful.
No. You only take it disrespectfully if you really feel a way about it. You know, you can't get mad at people for telling the truth. You want them a liar, you want them to tell the truth. It's always better to tell the truth than lie to somebody. Especially in the long run, you're just going to have them regrets at the end of the day.
You know, I mean, the truth will set you free. You know, they say the truth hurts though. But I mean, you know, what's the difference between an Iron Man and an Iron Woman? One is a superhero and the other is a command. But okay. How important is dating someone?
This questionnaire?
You said what?
How many questions are on here?
You said how many questions I got for you? Okay. If a guy approach a girl and she say, "Do you have a girlfriend?" How he supposed to respond to that?
Wait, say that again.
If a guy approach a girl and she asks him, "Do you have a girlfriend?" How is he supposed to respond to that?
Be respectful and be like, "Yes, I do," and be like, "Sorry," and move out. Like, you know, move out the way. You don't have to be disrespectful when you have a girlfriend. Like, unless your girlfriend a little crazy, that's different. But personally, you don't have to be rude to a female. If she asks a question, then if she tries to hit at you afterwards, then yeah, I'd be like, bro, you dragged it. You doing too much. But that's only on the man, so loyal's part.
So if a woman flirting with another man, confiding in another man, or wearing a slutty outfit, do you feel like that's cheating?
Yes.
Okay.
You should be only doing that to entertain yours, not the next. That outfit should have been just for him. Closed doors, you know. Them compliments in certain areas have to be just for your man. It's not for another, because that's not the whole point of you and a man's relationship, you know, or your partner's relationship. It shouldn't be that way.
They say love blurs red flags. Only once you go through the honeymoon phase will you see red flags. Do you agree or disagree?
During the honeymoon phase, yes, you see a lot of red flags and you see a lot of things you can agree with and you cannot agree with. Like, that's why they say it's a honeymoon phase, because you can be such tied up with that person, but yet see a lot of flags that you're not too sure of. Because in the honeymoon phase, a lot of people go left and a lot of people go right. It's up to them.
They say girls seek drama, but when they can't find it, they create it. Bad Boys give them that fix so they can feel like a star in their own reality show again. You agree or disagree?
I'm not gonna lie. I'll agree. I'll agree. I personally, yeah, I could agree on that. A lot of women don't like to agree to that, but
why do you agree to that though? Why you agree to that harsh truth?
I agree to the harsh truth because at the end of the day, when there is no problem in like for example, in relationship, when a girl and a guy don't argue and a girl's so used to like something happening, when that doesn't occur to her, she makes it happen. Like, sometimes some women pick a bone just because there is no bone to be picked. They create a bone to get a reaction sometimes, to see what they would do, how they would react, you know, and that's not, I don't know, that's not something that should be a thing, but yet it is, because that's just some women, that's some people. Not everyone's the same, you know, but I've done that before. I wanted something to be something and it wasn't, and I created a problem and it didn't go my way, you know.
So basically you just started an argument out of nothing.
Literally, like, you You picking a bone that's not there. There's no reason to pick that if it's no reason to
Yeah,
argue.
I think you need to get some therapy. How old you is?
I do need therapy. I'm only 21.
Yeah, you need to get some therapy. Okay. They say a harsh reality: a woman won't marry you until she truly believes you're better than her. You agree or disagree?
No.
Okay.
I disagree.
Why don't relationships last these days?
There's not enough comprehension and communication and loyalty in these relationships nowadays. A lot of people are so scared of their past that they can't make their present realistic or happy. In my opinion, I don't know. Everybody different.
They say our generation values entertainment over knowledge. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I can say that because there's a lot of people that they rather have other people's attention than their main person's attention, if that makes sense.
What's the worst? What's worse? What is worse, being cheated on or being lied to?
Cheated on, because you could lie to me and we could try to rearrange something, but being cheated on is different. That's something that can't be taken back. Words are words, but actions speak louder than words.
Right. Can you love someone who you have nothing in common with?
Yeah, you can. Because you don't have to love what y'all have in common. You love that person for who they are, not because y'all both like something together and y'all both like to do the same things together. It's not a relationship.
Right. Okay. They say girls don't respect men who need to buy their affection. Never leave with your wallet. You agree or disagree?
I don't know. That's weird. It's so weird. Say it again.
Girls don't respect men who need to buy their affection. Never lead with your wallet.
Yeah. You see. Why, yeah. I don't know how to answer that. My man's saying yes.
Right.
I don't know.
Fact. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, we can move on.
Yeah, let's skip that one.
Okay. What's the biggest sign a woman should avoid a relationship?
The communication, that's where you gotta work on communication. If you guys don't know how to communicate, there's no point to keep forcing situations on it. When you guys say, "Oh yeah, I can't trust you," no, that's part of communication. Because if you did, you could talk to that person about why you can't trust them or why you can't do this and that. Communication is a very big thing and comprehensive. Because if you don't understand what I'm talking about, there's the blockage in the middle.
Name something better than sex.
Money.
You said what? Money. Okay. Should men be concerned with a sexual past as she is with his financial future?
Should a woman what?
Should a man be concerned with a woman's sexual past as she is with his financial future?
No. Shouldn't have to worry about the past if it's not a problem. It's your future you going towards. At the end of the day, you can't keep looking back and try to better the future if you stuck on the past.
Do you believe a high value man wanted a fat woman with a big mouth?
A high valued man, what?
Do you believe a high value man want a fat overweight woman?
If that makes him happy, yes. I've seen a very wealthy man and high valued man, if you put it that way, with a woman not such seems his type, but they still are very perfectly happy.
Would you rather make lots of money in a job you despise or less money in a job you love?
Less money with a job I love, because in the future in time you can get higher pay because you're doing such a good job. You love the job you're doing. You're working towards your goals instead of being in a place with more money and you hate it and only there for a short period of time.
What sign is the best or worst in relationships?
Gemini and Aquarius.
You said what? I couldn't hear the last part.
Gemini's and Aquarius.
Okay. What has life taught you this year?
You gotta hold your own weight regardless of what comes through. You got only yourself. You can't depend on people.
Would you date you?
Would I date me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Why not? Why wouldn't you date yourself?
Because I'm a really complicated person and I don't like complication. If that makes sense.
Should people avoid dating coworkers?
Yes.
And why so?
Yes.
And why so?
Because when you bring pleasure into business, sometimes it does not work out. You can have a friendship with somebody and last instead of being in a relationship with that person and messing up a bond you could have just kept sane.
Okay. They say never be friends with your ex. Never be friends with somebody you're attracted to. You agree or disagree?